Yo, what a shaking gang. Here we are. Sunday. We made it through the weekend. I'm glad I seen some comments on there. You guys love it when I talk about the stay hydrated, get yourself some protein, some vegetables, fruits, all that healthy stuff, granola bars or whatever. I'm glad to see you guys. Got some rest, hydrated up. We got to rock and roll. This is going to be big. I stumbled across something here. This was posted today. Remember, today is Sunday. There is no markets open, right? Sunday night. But our boys over at the Motley Fool, our boys, I think they may be calling the short squeeze. Bear with me. I'm going to explain here in a second. You guys, thanks. Comments, likes, subscribes, all that nonsense, right? Now, real quick, I want to just point out a couple of tweets, Twittermobile. Lou, our boy Lou, I know I see a lot of comments in the comment section. Go check out Lou. I have. The guy, there's very few people in the world that can truly crack me up. I'll tell you real quick. I work for an East Coast guy for 13 years. I like to think of myself as I'm a West Coast dude in an East Coast body. I really tone it down on YouTube so I don't get kicked off into the Orbitsville here, right? But I like to think of myself that I got used to being around him, that accent, that I don't give a bleep attitude towards everybody. But he cracked me up. Joey Diaz, I'm sure a lot of you guys know who he is. I think that man is the funniest human being on the face of this earth with his stories. I love a story. It reminds me of my old boss, Mike. He had stories for days. And then this Lou guy. This guy is probably as funny as Joey Diaz. Some of his stories, I would love nothing more but to sit down with that guy for 4 or 5 hours and just listen to his talks. Now, on the other thing, he breaks it down totally different, but that guy, 100%. I like to think I'm pretty good at reading people, as I spent 22 years in a line of work where I had to read people. That guy knows his stuff. That guy's been around, seen around. He's going to shoot straight with you. But if you don't follow that dude, I don't really know what you're doing with your life. A lot of you guys might not like his language or whatever. The guy's a New Yorker. I mean, he sees 16 people get clipped by buses before most of us get up in the morning, right? Anyway, check him out. Super awesome, super knowledgeable. He's calling his stuff. But where I'm getting at with this thing, love you, Lou, if you're listening. But anyway, he said something on Friday that made a point. Let's get there. We built up the hype Thursday, Friday. He mentioned something about go out there and get people involved in Twittersville and all that stuff. But I think the weekend, like a lot of us said, I might have mentioned on Thursday or Friday, but the momentum of this thing through this weekend is really blowing up too. But then you got Trey tweeting out, you got Rampage Jackson involved here. Is he a big name? In the MMA world, sure. He's a monster name. He's one of the best that ever did it. But also, too, what he's targeting, there's a lot of people that listen to this dude. He's been on TV shows, blah, blah, blahs. But this is going to attract your younger, savage generation of, I don't give a bleeps, I don't want to miss out on this, right? Even if you pick up a few more shares from just Rampage alone, is huge. And then I seen another one, somebody posted with Randy Couture did a video or whatever. I think somebody might have paid for one of those cameo things for him to do it. Doesn't matter. It's out in the orbits of the interwebs, right? So super cool. Any little tiny thing helps this right now. As tightly wound as this son of a gun is here, anything helps it, right? As we know. So that was super cool. So awesome. Also, too, you guys, couple things here, and why I think that this article I'm going to go over real quick with you here is, to me, a telltale sign that the squeeze is coming. And just bear with me here. I'm not trying to hold anybody out. But look at Bitcoin here. Look at all the cryptos. Look at Bitcoin's down to $43,000, down 26% today almost. Ethereum down. This Cardano, whatever the hell that is, 20 up a little bit, whatever. Doge is down 8%. But look at all these cryptos. Do we have another sell-off here anticipating for this week by our hedgies? Sure, could be, right? Any little thing in our favor is good, but all the cryptos are down too, you guys. So, yeah, take that for what it is. But Bitcoin's a big one. Elon, sure, whatever, but they're down, right? The old Naked Short Report, if you guys haven't seen this over here, but just take a look back from April, okay? Obviously, you guys can just look at it. We don't need to get into detail. I'll pop this in the link in there if you guys want to check it out in the Naked Short Report if you have not been over there. But just look, April, just even across the board. Look at the activity on the 12th, 13th, and 14th. Boom, or the 13th and 14th. I'm sorry, guys. So 13th there, regular volume, short volume, as we know, we touched on it, but good to visualize a graph on there, right? So let's get over to the big thing. I think this is a big thing because it is the Motley Fool. Of course, I don't listen to the Motley Fool and subscribe and do everything but they're saying, but look what they're saying here. Remember, this, you guys, was posted 6:36 a.m. today on a Sunday, right? Why I think this is important. Remember, this is me. I'm a little wacky, guys. I'm not the sharpest fellow they make, but I think this is pretty significant. Coming from one of the biggest financial places out there, people pay to do this stupid thing and they listen. You know, if everybody is hearing this weekend the short squeeze is coming, you read this article and you're off board. That's the goal, as we know, the media FUD. But about all the media FUD, you know, a lot of it, you just go, okay, whatever. Of course, we're not going to listen to that. I think this one is big based on everything that's gone on. And they're putting this article out there today, Sunday, before this week's coming. We know this week's going to be huge, right? So you scroll down, Sean Williams over here. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Okay, so scroll down. It just kind of shows you retail investors are eager to find the next short squeeze candidate. As we know, they bring up GameStop and AMC and SNDL in here. Okay, so I'll obviously pop this whole leak in there. I don't want to read the whole darn thing, but you get down to here. Betting on a short squeeze has not been wise. You can kind of go through this if you guys want. I don't want to take up the time reading the whole thing, but obviously definitely read it. But it shows down here, it goes over the S&P 500 up by 6% over the trailing 3 months. Here's how heavily shorted sold stocks have performed May 11, 2021 through May 11, 21. 27 out of the 114 down at least 50%. 47 of the 114 down at least 40%. 63 down 30%. You get the picture. You get the picture. To summarize the data, hold on, we don't need to read that one down here. This one right here. These are the examples that he's going through here. It's inspired. Just read the AMC one. AMC Entertainment is misread in a heap of debt. They're just going over all the negative stuff in the article, right? And then you guys can read through that whole thing. But I found this pretty important if it's going up today. Okay, that's just me. Now, a little bit of humor. I got myself over to the Motley Fool page because I seen somebody post something, you know, I think somebody changed it about Citadel owning the Motley Fool or whatever the hell it was. But look at this, you guys. Somebody got in here and edited these are the page edits from the Motley Fool page right here. But look at this savagery. Look at this. It gets good here in a second. Also commonly used source of FUD being used as a puppet for companies such as Citadel Securities and Melvin Capital. These are all the edits, by the way, you guys. Some of them are really good. Hedgy wannabe people, whatever he changed there. All who have crayon deficiencies. Changed it from Citadel, Capital, or what? I think he was going to say Melvin Capital there, right? I find this humorous. Capital, changed it to Capital. Melvin Capital. Hedgy wannabes. You get the picture, guys. I thought this was pretty great. Fixed typos, crayon deficiency. So, you guys, I'm pretty excited about this being the Motley Fool because it is pretty darn big. You know, obviously we're not going to listen to this, but if they're reporting this and trying to steer people away from it, I think it's a pretty damn good big deal going into this week, right? This one here, something people are forgetting. If there's more than 100% of the float shorted when hedge funds buy shares, it doesn't back into the float and create more liquidity. It gets canceled against a naked short synthetic share. You guys can read through that. Pretty good article, too. I just want to make this one short and quick. So I'll pop this in here for you guys. Definitely read through this here, okay? I think this is important. It's just me, but I really do. We don't need that. Crypto's going down, as we touched on. And then we got some good celebrity action over here on the old Twitter mobile. So that's it, you guys. Like, subscribe's the only thing I'll ever ask for. And put a comment in there, too. I had another 100 and something today. Went through every single one of them. You guys have been super fun. Remember, get some rest here if you're up for the evening, the pre-markets. I don't know how I'm going to sleep this week, but I am tickled pink. Okay, guys, awesome. I'll talk to you later tomorrow. Bye-bye.